Welcome to episode 17 of figuring out your superpower for people who have autism and Asperger's and people that are neurodiverse. So, the question today is a lot of people have problems learning things that they don't like. Uh, There will be points in your life where you need to learn a task or facts of something you're not interested in. Um, One of the keys to actually learning is you have to find some reason that you need to know these facts or these tasks. You have to find some internal uh, idea of what you need to do in order, what's the reward going to be when you learn this? Are you going to use it? Are you going to be tested on it? Um, is somebody telling you you just need to know it, and then don't really know it, or don't really need to know it? So when you're just memorizing facts, it's going to go in and it'll stay for a certain amount of time, and then it'll leave you once you don't have a use for it. Your mind will actually clear out old connections that are not being used while you're dreaming. That's one of the things that dreaming helps with. Is it helps break up old memories and prune those neuro connections. And so you're going to need to find a reason to know this. You're going to have to find a motive to hold on to this information. And this information you may only need to hold on to for a little amount of time, and then you can get rid of it. But the question is, why is it so hard for you to um, learn something that you're resistant to? So a lot of the times people have problems not being able to see a reason, an internal reason. They're seeing an external reason. Maybe they'll get punished. Maybe they'll lose out on a job. Maybe they'll lose out on a grade. They'll get a worse grade. Maybe a person that they're seeking attention won't give them the attention that they're looking for. So you got to find, so pain and pleasure are the external motives. So you have to figure out what kind of pain you're going to experience if you don't learn these set of facts or these tasks. Then you're going to have to understand what kind of pleasure you're going to get because of learning these facts, learning these tasks, and how long do you need to hold on to this for? Is this information that you'll just need for a couple days, or is this going to be something that you're going to need for the rest of your life, or is this something that you may not even need? So you got to figure out an internal motivational factor. So not just the pain and pleasure, you got to figure out, well, what's in it for you, what's in it for other people. How can you be a service to other people for knowing these facts? How can you be service to yourself for knowing these facts? So taking away the pain or pleasure, but just looking how you can be useful to either yourself or others because of knowing these facts, and how long are these facts useful for before there's new facts that are going to come about. Is it just the football score that happened on Sunday, and you're going to be talking to your coworkers about your favorite team, and so you need to know what the score was, even if you're not really interested in the football game or whatever sports game there is, or maybe some pop star, just some water cooler talk. Are you going to need to know any of these trivial And then also, is it trivia? Because it may be trivia, but it may create bonding with your coworkers or your friends or your family or other people, prospective employers. Uh, so you got to figure out why you need to know this, and then you actually have to internalize it and also externalize it, because fear is a great motivator and pleasure is a great motivator as well. Fear is the greatest motivator. People tend to uh, remember things they fear a lot more than the things they don't fear, and that's been around since evolution, because we had to worry about knowing what a tiger looked like or knowing what a predator animal looked like. We had to understand if we fall off a cliff, we're going to be dead, or broken bones, which back in the day would kill us anyway, slowly. So we've used evolution to have to learn things quickly, and we in order to do that you got to find motivating factors. So a lot of the times the the idea of pleasure isn't necessarily as great of a motivator as fear, uh, just because of the way we are made. And so um, how are you going to figure that out? What's the motivating factor to learn what is been difficult to learn? So, what is your resistance to it? Do you think it's just trivial? Do you think you're above it? Do you need to know these facts? You may be, but in order to get along socially with other people, you may need to know those facts and those figures, and in order to get along. So you need to figure out, because it's not what you want in life; it's what other people want that are around you and going to influence you. So if you're resistant to them, they're not going to be around you all that often unless they have to. So the motivating factor for them to be around you is that you might be able to make a joke, or you might be able to talk about something topical, or you might be able to help them with some facts and figures, and show them some strengths that you have that they don't have, and then you're willing to give them advice if they want it, because the worst thing to do is give a person that doesn't want advice. So figure out what's causing all this resistance to learning these facts. Figure out motivating factors. Figure out what kind of pain is going to happen if you don't get these facts memorized, and how long do you have to hold on to these facts. Are they rolling facts that change daily, or are they just a fact that's natural law? So figure that out, and hope this is helpful. Have a good day.